Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the life of real. Believe it or not, I tried to make a video on YouTube and I don't know what happened. Like, it recorded for like 30 minutes and I don't know what happened. Like, I really don't know what happened. I hit confirm and before you knew it, it was just showing me a second of my video. Like, literally only a second. And I was just like, okay, well, I guess I'll make another one. I don't mind. I'm kind of used to being on the camera now. Like, I'm not nervous or scared like I was at first because I was in my head about who would watch. And then I realized I kind of don't care who watches, mainly because I watch. And I like it. Like, I like what I see. I like how, I don't know, I'm just getting out there and trying new things and whatnot. Like, I make little TikTok videos, and I told myself when I first started making TikTok videos, if I'm gonna be honest, I said I wasn't going to be the one to like do the little dances, do the dances that they have and whatnot. I still might not do the dances, not all of them at least. I don't know, cause I ended up doing a dance. Like, if you seen it, you seen it. If you didn't, I mean, you can go check it out. I will say that, but I'm just doing, I don't know, I'm just living life, if that makes sense, you know. Y'all going inside? I guess they going inside. But, I would say the same things I said in that video, but that was a video, I guess that wasn't meant for you guys to hear. Okay, you ain't gotta cry. But yeah, man, I guess that just wasn't a video y'all were supposed to hear, which I guess that makes sense, because I was just rambling, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, the first time vlogger, you know. Never been a type to really take pictures. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, you can. But I've never really been a type to really take pictures or do videos. At least not of me. I like to capture the moment more than be in the moment. And since I moved out here in Alabama, I've had a lot of time to myself. I still have time to myself, man, because I haven't really gotten out there to make friends, if I'm going to be honest. So if you're, you know, in the Huntsville, Alabama area, I'm here, you feel me? But today I decided to, I don't know, I said every weekend I wanted to do something new or do something different. I haven't bought clothes for myself in like a long time, and a lot of my clothes, before I came here, a lot of my clothes got stolen along with a lot of my shoes, so I have to go shoe shopping and shopping for clothes. I was in the mall yesterday and I bought some Champion sweatpants. I bought some more shirts, mainly plain tees. Well, I bought some plain white tees, plain black tees, because you can never go wrong with some plain blinks. I talked to this guy that has he has a business in there, and it's like a little stand, like I don't know what this is called, but he has a stand in the mall, and he like heat presses shirts. So I'm trying to get some stuff in the making, so I was wondering if he could heat press some things for me, and he said he could and whatnot. So that'll be another time. That'll be a video for another time, I guess. I was gonna get some shoes, but they didn't have my size in the shoes that I wanted, and when I went to a different store, they didn't have them like at all. So there's that. But it's okay because it's life, you know. Things happen. I got an edge today. You feel me? Got my little edgy edge. What's crazy is I retwisted my hair myself, I think last weekend. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even remember, but I retwisted my own locks. And then today I decided, well, I stayed the night at my aunt's, and she was going to the barbershop, and it was like, an edge. Haven't got one of those in a minute, so let's try something different. Let's try a new chapter called Keeping Up with Me. So I got that, and I ain't gonna hold you, I'm feeling it. Like, I like it. When I did when I did an edge myself for the first time, I messed up and I went all the way back. Like, my friends thought I probably cut off a dread. Like, I should have. Like, I should have. But I guess my hairline wasn't as deep as I made it. Because he did his thing. I would tell you to shop, but I didn't drive there. So I wouldn't be able to tell you where. And I did not take pictures of the shop. I only did a video and whatnot when I was in there. It's on TikTok. Go check that out. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not really sure what to talk about after talking about so much in my last video that didn't, I guess record or so. I don't know. It recorded, it just did not post. Like, it didn't do what I thought it was going to do, and now I don't really know what to say, because now I feel like now, if I thought I was rambling before, I really think I'm rambling now. But I did want to come on here and share like something my barber told me, and it was that change is scary, and we're not really all meant to, we're not meant to stay the same. Like, we're meant to change literally every day. Like, every day you change, whether you notice it or not. Like, somebody does, but whether you notice it or not, you change every day. And as scary as it is, it can be a beautiful thing, or it can be a nightmare if you allow your perspective to go there. But it really is a beautiful thing, especially when it changes you as a person from like your old ways. And from experience, like, no lie, when I came here to Alabama, I was really going through something. Like, I just got out of a situationship, and I call it that because when I think back on it, I can't really think of it being an actual relationship being the way that it was, at least from my perspective and how I'm looking at it. In that relationship, it was everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, I made it my fantasy. It was just a fantasy, just that. Like, I made it my fantasy, and then reality slapped me in the face when things got really, I guess, serious. And it was like, well, I don't know about you, but in a relationship, or when you're dating somebody, whatever you want to call it, it shouldn't be, I don't know, in my perspective, it shouldn't have been how it was. And I only say that because I was really bad at communicating. Like, communication was really hard. I find it hard kind of sometimes to open up to people, especially when I feel your intentions aren't going to be pure, when your intentions aren't going to thank you, because I couldn't figure out that word when I was thinking back on something yesterday, and it was intentions. When your intentions aren't going to be pure, and you know that your intentions aren't going to be pure, when you know your motive behind something, dog, it can be crazy. Like, it can be real crazy. And I didn't know, like, although she told a good story. I will say that she told a good story. She told me exactly the things that I've always wanted to hear. But I will say that she didn't, there was no action. Like, there was no action behind those words, and whatever action there was, it was taken back. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, not to put anybody on the spot, but to also not give a fuck and actually do it. To be honest with you, not trying to throw shade or nothing, but I can remember a time where, I can remember a lot of times, but I'm trying to remember. Well, not really trying to remember. I'm trying to figure out which one to tell you, because I was told your experiences, they could help somebody. And I've gone through and experienced a lot, especially when it comes to giving all of you to someone who just will never see you. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, they just will never see you. And those are people that don't deserve your energy, to know the kind of person that you are, to know the type of person you're going to be. Like, those are people that are trying to use you, to be honest. Use you for what? Only God knows, because I will never understand what the hell my ex wanted to do with me, besides her telling me things about myself that I knew, but I just could not face. Like, it wasn't until I came here to Alabama and I realized how set in my ways that I was. Like, I had real bad abandonment issues. I have real bad, I'm not gonna say trust issues, because trusting is not as hard as, like, I guess I make it seem. But some people, I just know who to trust and who not to trust. And when they tell me, you could trust me, I know right off the rip I cannot trust you. When you tell me, oh, I'm a bad liar, like, oh, I'm a horrible liar, right then and there, you just told me that you're the best liar there is. Like, you know how to work your words. Like, you're the best liar there is. In all facts, like, from experience, I had an ex that told me, well, I'm not gonna call her an ex because, well, actually she is. Ex as an experience. She was an experience, a really great experience on top of that. Like, I will not sit here and say that she was the worst person I've ever interacted with or anything. Do I wish things were different? Yes. Do I wish she did things different? Yes. But I can't really focus on her when I have a whole being that I have to focus on. So I'm just doing that. I'm really just trying to focus on myself and the type of person that I want to be and who I'm trying to become and my purpose, you feel me? And coming to Alabama has helped me with that a lot. Like, it's not, I'm from Florida. I'm born and raised in Florida. Like, all I know is Florida. Like, I don't really know anything outside of that. So when I came here, I was by myself. I was, I've had my times where I wanted to end my life. I've also had my times where, I would just cry a lot, or I would be really angry, or just something. And I had to really get in touch with myself to figure out why it was that I was acting and talking and feeling and thinking the way that I was. And a lot of it was because of who I surrounded myself by. Like, my family, like, and they're the bestest of friends that I could ever have, which is why I don't really call them my friends. They're more so my family. But we've been through so much together. Like, when I say so much, we've been through literally so much together. I would not trade any moment with them for anything. Like, I will do anything for them. Like, they're just my people. Like, no matter what. Like, I've prayed and asked for God to, bless me with the right people in my life. Bless me with those that are really going to care. And really, like, their intentions will always be pure with me. They will always be 100 with me. Even when I don't want to hear it. Like, they will always just be 100 with me and be 100 with themselves. Like, they won't allow anybody, and they don't allow anybody, and when I say anybody, they don't allow anybody to change their mind. They don't allow anybody to tell them who they are. They don't allow anybody to do any of those things. They literally have helped me become the person that I am today. Like, in the moment with them, I couldn't even focus on myself because I was so busy trying to focus on them and their life and what they had going on, that when I came to Alabama, it all just started to dawn on me. Like, who am I? Like, who am I without them? Who am I every day? Like, it was just, thoughts that I had, and I just could not find myself being under them so much, and being away from them. I will say, like, I do miss them. I miss them dearly. Like, they're my people. Like, they're literally my sleeping and waking breath. Like, I would not trade them for anything in the world. Like, I just wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. I love them to death. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. When it comes to them, like, I'll go to war for them. Like, get off the phone and get in the field. If you about it, let's go. Like, that's just how I feel with them. Like, that's how I am with them. But I don't know, being out here and not having them, and just, calling them or texting them, just, talking to them and whatnot, I've been able to take what I've learned from them and what I've experienced with them, and just everything. I've been able to just take all of that and bring it here to Alabama to actually, I guess, bring out my inner me, like bring out the person that I'm meant to be, which was, I want to say hard, but really I just needed to step up and take risks, to be honest. Like, change is really hard for me. Like, I'm not good with change at all. Like, I don't know how to let go. Well, let's pause for a second. I did not know how to let go. Like, this past month, August was the hardest month I could ever say I've went through this year. Like, we all have that month that we, just, it was just the month for me. Like, it was just the month. August was that month. Like, well, February was that month and August was that month. But August really was that month because that's when a lot really started to change. And then, September just showed me a lot of people's motives, a lot of people's perspective and intentions. A lot of people's intentions. The word of the day is intentions, because I kid you not, that intentions. Remember that, intentions. People's intentions will say a lot about who they are. I kid you not, it will say a lot about who they are. Yesterday I was thinking of my friends, and I kind of what was I doing? I was cleaning out my stuff. I was throwing away some things, and I found these bracelets that my best friend's mom gave me. And I remember she got me another one, but no lie, I left it at my ex's house, and I just never seen it again. So I called her to ask her if she had it still, and she hung up on me. A huge part, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, no lie, me sharing my experience and like the way that I was, well, the old me and who I am now to this day, I kid you not, it made me feel some type of way to the point where I wanted to react. I really did want to react, so I called her back. And when she didn't answer, it was like, well, take a moment and really think about what it is that you want to do, what it is that, just take a moment. Really take a moment. Like, let's sit real quick, because reacting the way that you're reacting is not going to get you nowhere. Reacting with rage, being upset, it's not going to get you anywhere. So I decided to leave a voicemail. Believe it or not, no lie, like, I don't even care if you do judge me, but I recorded that message probably more than 15 times, trying to not be rude, trying not to get out of, I don't know, I just didn't want to be someone I was not. I wasn't an angry person, I wasn't a rude person, like, that's not me, like, that's not who I am. Like, if you know me, you know me. Like, if I'm an asshole, like, I kid you not, if I'm a asshole, it's literally because boundaries were crossed, for one. Two, you did something, and for some reason you feel like everything goes away all because of one little thing you do, which is acting like it never happened. I don't like that. Like, I can move on from a situation, but when you act like it just never happened, yeah, that's a problem to me, because what do you mean? Like, I don't get that. But besides the point, like, I recorded that probably more than 15 times, and when I finally made the message to send it, I knew I wasn't coming from a place of anger. I wasn't coming from a place of hurt. I was just coming from a place of peace with a little desperation. I only say that because the bracelet is a gift to me. Like, the bracelet was a birthday gift to me. So I really just wanted to know if she had it. Like, if she had it, she could mail it to me. You get what I'm saying? If she didn't, cool. Shit, you don't have it. I don't know what else to say. Like, that's just it. You don't have it. But I just didn't want to allow myself to react the way I would have a long time ago. Like, the old me would have blew up her phone. I'm not gonna hold you. The old me probably would have pulled up, and I'm not doing none of that. Mainly because it won't get me anywhere. Like, it, truthfully, I just didn't feel it would get me anywhere. So I felt if I just came from a place of love, a place of peace, and come to her as an adult, that, I've had a hard time. I'm not even gonna lie to you about that. I've had a hard time learning to be an adult, especially when it came to my emotions and saying how I feel. I still struggle with it every now and then, but I'm trying. You get what I'm saying? I show up for myself every day to put in the effort I feel I need to make for myself. And in that moment, I felt I needed to stand up for myself, to reach out and at least try, because I allowed a huge part of fear for me not to even, reach out to her. All because of a situation that happened that I really didn't feel I had a place in the first place. So to move away from that and, allow myself to move on from that, I just kind of distanced myself from her, to not want to reach out, not want to text, nothing. Like, I just didn't want anything to do with her, as if she just never existed, until that moment where I had to reach out to see about a bracelet that, someone that loved and cared for me gave me, but I left with her. Man, because I don't really know how I ended up leaving it, if I'm going to be honest, but I did. And I don't know. I don't know if she has it. I really don't. But I have to move on from it, because I just will never know. And I didn't want to allow someone to have control over me. Like, I didn't want someone to... Hold on. I didn't want someone to have control over me. I didn't want someone to be able to tell me about myself in a way. Like I just didn't want to be the old person that I was, if I'm going to be honest. I wanted to be different. I wanted to change. I wanted to go about it differently than how I was, like how I would. But when she did that, it honestly helped me realize the kind of person that she is. And if that's how she wants to be, that's cool. I'm not going to control you. I'm not going to sit and worry myself on why you did what you did. I can't do that, because it stops me in my process of growing. It stops me in my process of finding my purpose. It just stops me. So I'm just trying to be better for myself each and every day, and move forward each and every day, and making sure that my intentions, word of the day, intentions, my intentions are just that, pure. Like, they're pure. There's love behind it. Like, I'm not doing anything out of hate. I'm not doing anything just to make you mad. It's just not me. Like, people are so filled with hate and hurt that when they do something, that's literally the reason behind it. And in that moment, it may feel good. It may even help how you feel for like a split of a second, but then you're gonna go back home or whatever and think about that and sit with that, and it's gonna be in your mind like, damn, like, if that's who you are, by all means, no judgment here, that's just you. But me, as the person I am, like, I'm an overthinker. Like, I really overthink my actions and everything. Like, oh, was this enough? Do I believe the effort I put in was good enough? Like, I do that. Like, I really be thinking about, how I can do better. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it all started with a change of scenery. Like, I moved here to Alabama. I no longer have my family. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have my dad's side of his family and whatnot. And I love them. They're cool and whatnot, but they weren't my people. They weren't my, like, they weren't, I don't really know how to put it. They just weren't who, I'm not going to say who God placed in my life, because obviously he placed them in my life with their family, blood, kin. But they just weren't who I prayed for. I'd put it that way. They weren't the people I prayed for. Like, when I say I used to pray all the time in middle school, high school, just all the time, till I met my friends, because they're not really my friends, they're my family. But when I met them, I kid you not, like, we had a lot of ups and downs. I will say that. Well, we had some ups and downs. I won't say a lot, because it wasn't a lot, but we had some ups and downs. We had some, things we had to work on. But I will say, I don't know how I impacted them, but they helped me grow as a person. Like, I don't know if I've already said that, but they really have helped me grow as a person. And I've been able to take what I've learned from them, what I've experienced with them, and bring it here to Alabama with me to help me be more like myself. Like, I can't wait to see them and whatnot, to just show them, and I don't know, I want to say put them on in a way, but like, just show them, who I am. Like, they know who I am. Well, if anybody knows who I am, it's really just them, like, all together. They've seen me at my best times, my worst times, my highs, my lows. They just been through it all. Like, they've been through it all, and I appreciate them for it. Like, I don't know, like, I'm just really grateful when it comes to my life and whatnot. Like, I've had my encounter of people that really just never deserve being in my energy, being in my life, knowing of my existence, to be honest with you. But they've helped me in some ways. Like, they really, I'm not going to say shaped me, but they've helped me realize, how far I can go, the places I could go, the things I could do. Like, if you would have told me a year ago today, I don't know how I'm trying to say that, but a year ago today, that I'm gonna be vlogging and whatnot, I would have looked at you like, I don't even like being in front of the camera. Like, I don't like taking pictures, mainly because I don't know how to pose and whatnot. Like, when I see people's pictures and stuff, they make it look so easy, but like, I just don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know if I need to, actually do hand gestures or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I need to, do something. Like, I can't just, well, I can, but like, I don't know. To me, that's like, I'm not gonna say weird. It's just different. Like, I don't know. Being weird, let me tell you this. Being weird is not a bad thing. I don't care what nobody says. If you're weird, that's just you being you. You're not an everyday person. You're not a normal person, like a robot or whatever. You're not being controlled. Like, you're literally your own person. And it's only weird because they're still being like everybody else. That's just how I see it. Like, I've been called weird so much, it's normal to me. Only because nobody's weird, really. And if you are, you're kind of like low key. Like, not everybody knows besides those that know you, which is fine. That's fine and dandy. But, shine. You feel me? Like, don't allow anybody to tell you who you are and what all you can do. Like, I used to let my ex tell me all the time who I am. And I've realized I've had my problems, but that's not who I am. My problems are not who I am. They are literally just that, a problem. They are literally a variable in the equation. They are not the solve. You feel me? Like, they're not the whole thing. They're not what completes the whole problem. You get what I'm saying? A problem is nothing. Well, a problem is something. It's just, it's not. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. The problem is not what makes you. It's how you solve the problem. Like, what are you going to do for your problem? And when it came to her telling me who I am, how I'm not an adult, how I'm not this, how I'm this, that, and the third, all of that started to, come in. And it was like, I'm trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're controlling, you're this and that. And it's like, so because I'm someone who knows what they want, I'm someone who knows the kind of person they want in their life, because I'm someone with pure intentions, with a clear mindset of my being and whatnot, it just sounds like you don't know what it is that you want. It doesn't. It just sounds like you're used to a way that I'm not being for you, and that's cool. That's fine. That's dandy. But you're not going to find that here. You're just not going to find that here. Even if I tried to change myself for you, it still wouldn't work, because I did that. I tried to change myself for someone who still did not have pure intentions. Even when I made those changes, it just did not matter. Whatever I did, it just did not matter. And that's fine. That's dandy. That just showed it wasn't you. Like, it's not you that I'm meant to be with. It's not you that I'm supposed to be here with. Like, I guess I needed a little experience with you, but I didn't need you. And what's crazy is I can think of when I first started talking to this girl, and I would tell her all the time. It may have been rude to say, but for some reason I needed it to be known that I did not need you. Like, I said it a lot. Like, if you could probably go to her, if she remembers. I have no clue if she would, but if she was to remember, and, oh, do you remember when Rio used to tell you, she didn't need you? Bro, I used to say it so much it would trigger the fuck out of her. Like, it would trigger her, because what is that to even say? But truly and honestly, a lot of people need to realize that you're not needed. Like, you're wanted, but you're not needed in this situation. You're not needed for this person. Jesus, who the hell is blowing me up? Oh, group chats. I'm not a big fan of group chats unless it's with my friend, with my family. But even then, I don't know. It's too much for me. Like, iPhone users, y'all can have it. Like, everybody I know is switching to an iPhone, and it really shows how different I am, because I could not. Like, iPhones are just not for me. Like, I just don't care for them. Like, they're cool and all. Don't get me wrong. I love the camera and everything. If I was to get an iPhone, I'd mainly only use it for my videos. Like, that's it. But other than that, I don't be caring for iPhones for real. But yeah, I mean, you just gotta be your own person nowadays. Like, I'm learning that, along with trying to get out there, trying new things. Like, I don't know, I'm really just learning a lot, if I'm going to be honest. And it has not all been, ooh, Jesus, I just love this. This new look is, I like it. I like it. But I'm just learning, like, more so to just take it day by day. Like, do something different every day. Like, if I can give any advice, it would be to try something different every day. Like, if you stayed in bed all day yesterday, that's fine, that's Danny. I'm not gonna knock you on what you do. But don't do that today. If you want to just chill and lay down and whatnot, that's cool. Go to the living room. Try a different scenery, because eventually you're going to want to go outside. And that's what you want. You want to be able to go out and do stuff, because what I've learned today is that, I know I already said this, I just don't know if I said it in this video, because, like I said, I made a video and it just disappeared. So a lot of the things I'm kind of just repeating, especially on this. But life is all about experiences, and we're not meant to go through life alone. Like, there's too many people in this world for anyone to really be alone, and especially in your experience, especially what you're going through. It's too many of us to feel like we have to go through it alone. Like, there's somebody who literally just went through what you went through, or that's going through what you're going through. Someone who has no clue what they're about to get themselves into, because they don't know the experience. We're meant to share these things. We're meant to share these experiences, which helps me on what I can blog more about. Like, I have no clue what to make my videos about, if I'm going to be honest with you. Like, I have no clue. I just know when I press that record button, whatever is said is said. Whatever is done is done. When I edit it and whatnot, it just happens. I might edit this video, I might not. To be honest, I don't think I am. I think I'm just gonna allow it to flow, mainly because this is me. This is my life. Like, the life of Rio. And I'm not gonna hold you. I call it Rio only because, honestly, an ex gave it to me for one, and I fucked with it because it came from my name. Like, it really came from my name, and I I've been sitting on it for like the longest. So when she called me and she told me how she came up with it, I liked it. Like, okay, a part of me. Okay, I like that. I like that. Do I like that she gave it to me? I don't know. I don't really feel no way that she gave it to me, because she's an experience now instead of someone that's actually here. She's an experience. It's just, I don't know. I don't have no bad blood or anything between. Like, I don't feel no type of way. Like, I don't know. I've just, like I said, I've been really focusing on myself to realize, I don't want to allow someone else to control me. Like, I don't want you to control how I feel. I don't want you to control my thoughts. Like, I don't want you to, nothing, no access, pretty much. Like, blocked out. Sorry, your key card doesn't work. Got to go. Security. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just me. But, it took me a minute to get here. I won't say it's easy. It's not an easy path. It's not an easy journey. But it's a journey worth taking. I kid you back. I kid you back. I kid you not. You're going to look back and be like, dang. Because when I look back on these videos, I'm not going to hold you. I went through something. Like, I've experienced something when I made a video. When I made my first video the night before, I've experienced I don't want to be that way anymore. I wanted to actually go after the things that I wanted to do in life. Oh my gosh, it looks like it's about to rain. Goodness gracious. But it just, I don't know. It's just things that started to hit me, and it was like, what are you going to do to make it happen? You said you wanted to start vlogging. You said that like months ago. Why haven't we started on that yet? To be honest with you, I felt I needed a lot of equipment. Only because when I watch people vlog and they tell me what all I need to start and whatnot, all I needed was a camera, a mic. That's it. I have my phone. I have my laptop. Speaking of laptop, I need to hit them up for my other one. But I have my laptop. Like, I have 2 sources right there. Oh, but what are you going to make your vlogs about? Like, what are you going... Shit, my life. My whole thing, my whole YouTube is literally the life of Rio. The life of me. My life, my experience. Here to share. Here for me to rewatch just to see the thing. Like, when I watch these videos, I know exactly what I went through to remember, the message there. At least for me. I can't speak and say how you guys will take it. But for me, it's a lot. Like, I've been through so much this year. If you know me, you know. But I went through so much this year. And shit, we're in October, November. Yeah, we got 2 more months. We still got 2 months of this year, and there's still so much I can experience. Like, it's just a lot. So it's like, if I'm going to experience, I'm going to experience it the way I should have been doing, at least for myself. And that would be starting this. This is something I wanted to start. Eventually, I'm going to have all the right equipment, but as of right now, I just need something that's going to record me and a mic so it can hear me. Well, so I can hear myself along with, whoever watches, whoever decides to watch. And I appreciate you for watching. In a way, you support this. You support, sharing experiences. You support being there for others. You feel me? Like, you support. You're just supporting. Even if you're a hater, like I said it before, like, if you're a hater, that's cool, because you're still showing support. You're just showing support in a way that, I kid you not, it's going to help you. Literally, it's going to help you. That hate is going to help you get so far. When people say, like, I've heard that, I've actually said it, being hurt and hating and, all that, it won't get you nowhere. But it gets you far, if that makes sense. Like, it gets you nowhere in life, but it gets you far as a person. It gets you far to realize what you're really capable of. Like, depending on how you decide to use it, it shows what you're capable of. Like, when I was hurt and I was mad and whatnot, I'm not gonna hold you, I dealt with it a lot. I dealt with it, like, in my head, I dealt with it bad. Like, to me, I dealt with it bad. Like, I wanted people to hurt. I wanted justice, to be honest with you. And then I realized I can't control that. However, I can control how I feel, which was, I didn't want to feel hurt. I didn't want to feel anger. I wanted something that was going to make me feel good, make me feel loved, make me feel cared for. And I had to meditate on that. To be honest, I had to, I don't really like journaling, which is another reason I started doing the vlog. Oh my gosh. Which is another reason I started doing the vlogs, because I'll go back and look at a video before I go back and look at something I wrote. To be honest, I find my notes that I wrote for myself, like there would be notes that I wrote in 2018, and I found one that was in 2019, and I found another one that was just last year. Like, I find these notes and I read them and it's like, oh my goodness, you were really going through it. Like, I can remember that day. Like, I remember that day reading this. I remember that you went through this, you had this going on. Or like the last letter I wrote was to myself. I just started working security. I'm not in it no more, but I was working security, and I just so happened, I'm not gonna say I was talking to two females at the same time, because I wasn't, I'm not a player. I'm not a player. I don't know how to play the game, but I do know how to get in the field. But I wasn't really talking to them at the same time. It was more so, I don't know, one of them, I don't know how to say this. One of them, she wasn't herself. Like, she catfished me, to be honest, which I can understand, because my first real relationship, if I'm not even gonna lie, like, I catfished the hell out of this girl. Like, I catfished the hell out of this girl. Yeah, bro, that that relationship really helped me to learn to be myself. Like, just be myself, because being someone I'm not, it's gonna catch up with me. It is going to catch up with me, and that really caught up with me. Not really like in a bad way, but it did catch up with me. Lies are really hard to keep up with, and I'm learning to be just more truthful than lying. I mean, not now, but like after all that, like I've just learned to just be myself and just be honest. Right now I'm learning to be an adult with an inner child that, wants to flourish and, do big things. So, whatever dream she wants, that's what we do. If she wanted to, at a point she wanted to be a break dancer. So I'm gonna make, little videos of me dancing. As a kid, I loved being in front of the camera. I loved taking pictures and whatnot. I didn't have a phone to do all that, but I loved doing it. Now, I can make my videos. I can take pictures. I don't know, like, every day, I'm just learning to, show up for myself. And that's all you really have to do. That's literally the first step, is just showing up for yourself. If you can show up for yourself before anybody else, it's smooth sailing. Like, yeah, you're gonna hit some bumps, you're gonna run over a couple of things, but it's smooth sailing. Like, you're going to go far. Because I honestly believe that I am really far from where I was. Like, I believed I was in a dark spot, a really dark place that, I don't know, it was just so dark. I didn't see any light. And now, that's all I see, which is why I say shine bright, because nobody can dim my light. Nobody can make me feel less than. Nobody can tell me what it is and what it's not, because I know who I am. I know the type of person I can be. I know how far I can go. Like, I heard tapping, but I don't know. I'm just doing this for myself. I mainly do this for myself, but I'm also doing it for those that, that just may experience the same thing. Like, life is really just what you make it, and I'm trying to make it my dream come true, if I'm going to be honest. Like, every day is a challenge, especially when it comes to vlogging, because I never know if I really want to vlog this and that, but I know that, I do want to, make videos or take pictures, and I can do that. When it comes to vlogging, shit, I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna do what it do. You feel me? I'm gonna do it. What it's gonna be on is gonna be just as much as a surprise as it is to you, to me. Cause when I look back at it, I'm gonna be like, dang, you really did that. Like, I never thought I would drive to Atlanta for my job. Like, I never thought I would travel for work. And I'm fucking traveling. Like, I went from, like, when it comes to my job, bro, I went from not knowing a damn jack squat shit. Like, fucking beam to a can. Like, I didn't know anything. Like, I just didn't know anything. And now I'm literally telling other people how to do it. Like, it's just wild. Like, I don't know. A lot of my dreams are coming true. A lot of things I never thought I would experience, I'm experiencing. And whether it's good or bad, like I said, it's really what I make it. My perspective on a lot of things is everything, and I just try to make the best of it, if I'm going to be honest with you. Is it easy? No. No, not at all. But I show up, you feel me? I show up and I show out. And tonight, I wanna do something. I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm really a homebody trying to be a extrovert, and it's going. I will say that it's going. It's just taking some time, but I'm gonna get there. You feel me? I'm gonna get there. I'm not gonna rush it because it's gonna happen. You feel me? It's just gonna happen. But I don't know, man. Life is working for me right now, and I could dig it. Like, it's just a chance meeting opens new doors, and that could be towards your success, your friendships, anything really. Like, you open a new door every day. Every day you're blessed to see is a day of opportunities that you may not have even seen before, or you didn't get the chance to experience. It's an amazing thing, I will say that. But I'm about to go see what I can get into. Well, see what there really is to get into. I don't really know much about Huntsville, but I heard it's very beautiful and there's a lot to do. Like, depending on the type of person you are, there's a lot to do. Florida had a lot, and if you're in Florida, you know Florida. Florida has a lot, but I don't know. Florida's for me, but it's just not for me. Like, I really would have to make that work some way, somehow. And right now, I have other plans in mind. Like, I have things that I'm working on that I hope to share with you. Well, I hope to just share. I really just want to share myself, my story, my life, my experience. Just want to change, be different, and just be there, just be there for people that feel like they have nobody. Because, like I said, where God put us in the world, or whoever, it doesn't matter what you believe in. We are not meant to be walking this, whatever you want to call it, because at this point it's just land. But we're not really meant to be here alone. We're not meant to experience things alone. It's just not something that's really meant, We're meant to share it. We're meant to go through it together. Like, what better is one head when, two can get the job done? I mean, one head can get the job done, but imagine what two heads can do. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, why go through it alone? Why do it alone? It may be something you want to do, but it's not something you have to do. It's not something that's needed from you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to see what I can get into. You may see me, you may not. God knows, but you'll see the next video. I don't know when that'll be. I kind of just post them randomly. I don't really have a set on like when I want to make videos. I just know whenever I make a video, I edit that video, and if I feel it's going to be a long edit, like my Atlanta video, that was a long edit. Like, it took me 2 days to edit that. If I'm going to be 100 with you, and that's because I don't know. I don't know. I really had fun. Like, I really had fun doing that. Like, that video really helped me into making my videos and just developing and trying new things. Like, that was the video that really got me wanting to do it more, to be honest. And that's the goal, like, to just keep going. And the more I do these, the more I show up for myself, the more I'm fulfilling that part of me that just wants to share and help and just do something different. Like, I don't know, man. That's probably gonna be my favorite saying. I don't know, cause I don't know. If you know me, I'm kind of a know-it-all, but I don't know shit. Like, I don't know everything. I just know what I've been through. I speak from experience, so if I say I know, I may know something, but I don't know everything. But finna see what we can get into. Ooh, I might just play Apex. I haven't played video games. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't remember the last time I played video games, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know sometime this week, but I just don't remember. Or last weekend? I'm not gonna hold you. I have no clue. I can't remember. But I might just get into that. Might go out. I don't know. We're gonna see. But this is the life of Rio. I would say every day, but every day we ramble, yes. But this, I don't know. This is just the life of Rio. Like, this is just my life. This is just the life of Rio. Until next time, be awesome. Be awesome. Like, don't allow anybody to make you feel like you're normal. You're one of a kind. There's no other person like you. I don't care what they say. Like, somebody else could say, "Oh, you think you're the only person who can do?" Yes. In your head, in your mind, in your world, you are. Like, yeah, there's somebody else that can do that. They might just be better than you. Let's be honest. They just might be better than you, but they're not you. They don't have your energy. They don't have your mindset. They don't have your perspective. They don't have your charisma. I feel like that's the word. I think. Don't quote me on that, but they're just not you. Like, there's only one you, so be the best you can be. Shine bright. Don't allow anyone to dim your light. Don't allow anyone to tell you that you can't, because you can do anything you want. Like I said, I psyched myself out into thinking that I couldn't vlog, all because I didn't have all the equipment I felt I needed. Just to find out I have everything I need. I just needed a camera. That's it. And it didn't even have to be like an actual filming camera. I just needed something that was going to record. And then when it comes to editing, I mean, to be honest, my first video, I literally just pressed record and then posted that. My second video, I learned I could edit. The next video, like, I'm learning. Every video I post, I am learning. This video, it's not going to be a lot of edit. It's not going to be any edits at all. It's just going to be probably my intro, and that's about it. But like I said, I'm learning something every day. Especially when I do this, I'm learning something. So if I can learn this, who's to say you can't learn something or you can't do something? Like, it's really just your mindset. You get out of that mindset of can't, and you can do anything. You just have to put your mind to it. Like I said, be awesome. Shine bright. Don't allow anybody to dim your light. You are amazing. Much love. Until next time.